Ever feel like success is a locked door and you keep trying keys that almost fit? Then you jiggle the handle and walk away telling yourself, maybe next year. Here is the twist. The door was never locked. It just needs a different grip. Quick promise before we start. This summary can shift your career and your life because it is not about wishing. It is a system you can run this week. You will leave with a plan you can test today and measure by Friday. The book that inspired this video is From Hoping to Having by Poole. It teaches a simple cycle that turns vague desire into visible results. 3 moves. Remember, reset, receive. I will show you how each one works with real examples for money, health, and leadership. I will also give you a 30-day on-ramp and a few traps to avoid, so you do not stall right before the win. Here is the big idea in plain language. Outcomes follow identity. When you upgrade who you believe you are and align your actions and environment with that identity, opportunities appear and you are finally able to accept them. Hope becomes having. We start strong with a quick plan of attack. First, we name the 3 rules of the method. Then we turn them into steps. Then we run 3 mini case studies. Finally, we fix the 5 mistakes that kill momentum. Stay with me to the end, and you will have a 1-page checklist you can screenshot and use tonight. 1. Remember, this is the decision phase. You decide what you want and who you are as the person who already has it. Not someday. Now. Write 1 clear result in 1 sentence. Make it observable. Increase monthly income by $4,000 while keeping 2 free evenings. Drop resting heart rate by 5 points and gain 2 hours of clean focus daily. Ship 2 leadership decisions every week in my team. Then choose your identity. I am a decisive value creator. I am an athlete operator who protects recovery. I am a calm integrator who makes clarity. Pick 3 non-negotiable behaviors that prove it today. Value-based proposals, 10,000 steps and protein at meals, a weekly clarity meeting with a decision log. Map your constraints, kids, budget, commute, deadlines. Great. Design with them so the plan survives real life. Anchor the feeling you want to live in. Calm certainty, lightness, power with kindness. Your job is to practice that state before the results arrive so your choices match it. Test for mastery. If you can say, I want X for Y reasons, and this week I am doing A, B, and C to embody the person who has X, you passed. Remember. 2. Reset. This is pattern surgery. You pull out old code and install new code that matches your goal. Start with a but list. I want to raise my prices, but people will ghost me. I want to sleep earlier, but evenings are my only time. I want to lead better meetings, but we are already too busy. Every but is a target. For each but, do belief work and an experiment. Where did that belief come from? Is it universally true? What is a more useful belief I can practice? Then design a test that produces counter evidence. Example, clients will not pay, that price becomes some clients will not, and that is fine. For the next 10 proposals, I will anchor with a value tier and track close rate. I will also improve follow-up with a 10-day cadence. Let the data settle the argument. Reset your state quickly. Breath work for 2 minutes. A short walk. A question that loosens friction. What would make this easier? Then act while the emotion is still there. You do not wait to feel ready. You move for 2 minutes to create readiness. Reset your environment. Put the workout shoes by the bed. Turn the phone off in the bedroom. Pre-block a daily prospecting window. Create a clear agenda template and a 1-page pre-read for your team meeting. Make the right action the default. If you like affirmations, pair them with proof the same day. I am a calm, decisive leader. Send the tough email now. I run a premium practice. Send 2 value-priced proposals now. Words plus evidence beats words alone. You know reset is working when tasks that used to feel heavy now feel neutral. Your calendar nudges you forward instead of pulling you sideways. 3. Receive. This is where many people sabotage. They do the work, then flinch when success knocks. Receiving is a skill. Practice it. Normalize good news. Keep a receiving ledger. Write down referrals, compliments, surprise openings. Train your brain to notice and allow. Keep taking congruent action while the outcome is in flight. Follow up, iterate, keep standards. When a right fit appears, say yes without shrinking. Sign, ship, publish, cash the check. Hold boundaries. If an offer does not match your identity or standards, pass. Space is a strategy. It invites the aligned thing. Close loops, Celebrate, note the lesson, update your identity statement to reflect the new normal. That is how you lock gains. Let us make this real with 3 quick stories you can model: money and career. A solo consultant is capped at comfortable retainers. She chooses a single signature outcome. Reduce lead time by 25% in 90 days. Identity. Category owner in operations transformation. Behaviors. A weekly productization sprint. A pipeline of 20 warm leads. Value-based pricing in every proposal. Reset. She thinks big buyers will ghost at premium rates. She runs a 10-proposal test with value tiers and scripted follow-up. Data shows a slightly lower close rate, but a higher profit per engagement and better client outcomes. She also tracks referrals and notices they climb once she holds her price without nervous discounts. Receive. A dream client negotiates hard. She holds the standard, expands scope for real value, signs, delivers, asks for a case study, then raises her anchor price. Money follows identity backed by proof. Health and energy. A founder wants deeper focus and better recovery. Outcome: resting heart rate down 5 points and 2 extra hours of deep work capacity. Identity: athlete operator. Behaviors: 10,000 steps, protein at every meal, phone out of the bedroom. Reset: evenings are my only me-time shifts. To morning energy is my competitive edge. She keeps one small night ritual and moves bedtime up by 45 minutes. She adds pre-work movement and a 2-minute breathing protocol before deep work. In 3 weeks, her sleep improves. She is less reactive in meetings. The scale is slow, but energy is way up. Inputs first, outcomes follow. Receive. She treats early wins as normal. She logs them in a ledger. She buys better headphones for deep work as a signal to herself. Success feels safe now, not suspicious. Leadership and teams. A manager is drowning in status meetings. Outcome: a weekly 90-minute clarity meeting that produces 2 shippable decisions. Identity: calm integrator who creates containers where truth is safe. Behaviors: 1-page pre-reads, a visible decision log, time-boxed debates. Reset: we do not have time becomes this, replaces 3 meetings and saves time. He kills 2 recurring calls, installs the new cadence, and coaches 2 underperformers with a simple scorecard. Within a month, cycle time drops, and the team actually enjoys the meeting because it solves real problems. Receive: he shares wins with the team and with his VP. He asks for resources after proving traction. The team expects progress now. Culture shifts. You can run this in 30 days. Daily 5 moves. Read your identity statement and 3 behaviors. Do 1 needle move task now. Induce your target state with breath or movement. Pair 1 affirmation with 1 action. Log 3 wins and 1 lesson at night. Weekly, 3 moves. Update your butt list and design new experiments. Edit your environment so the right choice is easy next week. Track inputs you control and review them like a scoreboard. Stuck goal play. Rewrite the ask in 1 sentence with measurable evidence. Identify the single strongest objection and run a 7-day experiment to kill it with data. Pre-commit how you will say yes if the door opens so you do not freeze when it does. There are 7 high-leverage practices that multiply results. Identity with micro-proof. Link who you say you are to a behavior today. State-first scheduling. Create the feeling before the big task. Evidence journaling. Keep the receiving ledger so your brain learns to expect good. Constraint-aware design. Plans that ignore reality do not survive. Build with your constraints in mind. Boundary codex. Decide what you no longer accept. Space creates quality. Compound action flywheel. Track 3 inputs that compound and increase 1 by 20% for 2 weeks when momentum stalls. Affirmations that touch reality. Words plus movement. Every time. Avoid the traps. Waiting to feel confident. Confidence follows action. Use the 2-minute rule. Move first. Saying words that you do not back with behavior. Pair every affirmation with proof. Chasing outcomes and ignoring inputs. Measure behaviors you control weekly. Overreading signs. Treat synchronicity as a nudge, then act. Self-sabotage at the finish line. Practice receiving on small things so big wins feel normal. Identity split. If your calendar belongs to the old you, the new identity will not stick. Audit your week and fix it. Let me give you a tight 1-page OS you can repeat. Outcome this quarter. Identity statement. 3 weekly non-negotiables. This week's visible evidence of progress. Feeling state to normalize. Top 3 objections with 1 experiment each. Environment edits to remove friction and add cues. Yes, scripts and boundaries for the week. Daily evidence log. Loop closure ritual at the end of the week. Why this works. You are training attention and behavior to line up with a chosen identity. Your nervous system learns that success is safe. Your environment becomes a quiet partner. You stop negotiating with the old story because your calendar already proves the new one. If you want to pressure test this quickly, pick one domain for 7 days. Money, health, or leadership. Write 1-sentence outcome. Write your identity and 3 behaviors. Do the first behavior right now. Design 1 experiment against your strongest objection. At night, log 3 wins and 1 lesson. On day 7, post your evidence somewhere you will see it. You will be different, not because you waited for a miracle, but because you chose to be the person who has the result and then acted accordingly. From hoping to having gives you a clean language for all of this. Remember is the decision and the identity. Reset is the surgery and the environment. Receive is the skill of holding success without shrinking. Run the loop, then run it again. Each pass tightens the fit between who you say you are and what your life shows. If this helped, share it with one person who is tired of almost. If you would like to explore these ideas in more depth, the link to the book is in the description box.